everyone, welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and I'd like to welcome you to my first video of 2024. I hope your holidays were as great as ours was. We're grateful. It was a great time, both holidays and New Year. In this video, it's going to be part 5 of creating Top Tier Arcade version 1.5, and we're going to start off by working on the dedicated Mortal Kombat 1992 cab. If you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. Super cool with the side art. So when I turn the monitor on, it's blank. You can see like the monitor works, but I don't know why there's no video. That's going to be first to be worked on. Then it's going to be on to Killer Instinct, and then on to Killer Instinct 2. So I brought out a few tools. I still brought the power supply that didn't work well on my Double Dragon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see part 4. So I'm going to have that as a backup. First thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the back of this, and I'm also going to show you what it looks like in the cabinet and where to start. So this is the back of the Mortal Kombat. We're going to get to that power supply in just a sec. Look at the cool original sticker. I remember picking this up and then told myself, I'm like, Steve, you're a collector now. It felt really, really cool getting this machine. So much nostalgia. Let's get to the power supply in question. Really quick backstory. This power supply was needed to be replaced on set in the 2017 It Part 2 movie. This machine was in the movie as well. And it was kind of cool because they gave me the headset. And it's like, Arcade Steve, Arcade Steve. I think they called me because they couldn't pronounce my Greek last name. And I'm like, oh, Steve here or whatever. And they're like, hey, we need you on set. Something's wrong on the Mortal Kombat. So I raced over and I'm like, what's up? I don't know what happened during shipping because they did rough them up a bit, but it wouldn't turn on. So I don't know if something shorted. I don't know if something got unplugged. I don't know, but I needed a power supply replacement and it worked. And ironically, this is the same type of power supply that we were trying in the Double Dragon. If you guys don't know, see part 4. And it worked on set. They got the shot, everything went great. And whew, was I sweating because I got really lucky that that was the only thing that was wrong. So we're gonna unplug see, this is the PCB if you're new to the hobby. And I like speaking it out to myself to get me back because I'm a bit rusty and I didn't know too much to begin with, admittingly, but I'm still growing. So that edge connector, I want to unplug it from the PCB because if the voltage is off, even by a little, and you know how sensitive these boards are, it can blow it, and you don't want that. Number 1, they're hard to find, and number 2, they're expensive as hell. When I got on this hobby in 2012, a Mortal Kombat 2 board was $150. Maybe one like 200 if it came with like a spare like soundboard or something, and it was an amazing deal. Now these are like, I don't know, 400, maybe 5. Anyways, I want to unplug it because if the voltage shorts it, I don't want that, and I want to test the output on this power supply and hopefully it works, and I want to do it without load as well. Before I unplug it, you guys want to see something kind of cool about this machine and kind of the ingenious of Midway at the time? There's a latch right there. You see this little latch? There's a reason. So the original cabinet, number 1, has this little like cutout, this like 45-degree angle. I've already unlatched it to make easy access to show you guys. But here's how it would work. So if I'm an arcade vendor, so if the game has its back to the wall and they're hard to shift because, again, they're heavy, the vendor can get an easy access to the PCB, which if that was the problem, because remember, these were making serious dough back in the day. And, you know, back in 92, 93, like when it came out and when it got buzz with fatalities and the controversy, well, they would have to replace sometimes just the PCB swap, or maybe the edge connector's loose, but there's a drawer. And if you pull it, it actually pulls out the PCB tray so you can get to it, which is really, really neat. And, you know, and then you would put it back. Now, the interesting part is you see number 2, and then Mortal Kombat 3, 4, Killer Instinct, all these are flat. This one has a, that's how you can determine if it's an original cabinet in Mortal Kombat the 1, because it has that angle in this trap door. Anyways, let's get to it. I'm gonna unplug this. I'll show you guys again if you're new to the hobby. So I've just turned the game on, and the good news is the power supply is getting some sort of power indicated here in the green light. So now the hope here is that this power supply can do more than 5 amps to give proper voltage to the board, because the other one, like I said, had a bad rep. So let's try. So we're going to do this. If you're new to this hobby, I guess this is an important thing. Just be a bit careful. Usually the red lead goes to the then +5, or the designated voltage you want to see. And then ground with black. What are we getting? Oh, we're close. 4.96. That's good news. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's turn it up a bit. See, LH, all power supplies are a bit different. So if you have your own, just make sure that where the dial goes left to right, or least to most, just in case. I'm going to turn it to the right, L low, H high. So to the right would be more voltage. Just a bit. Let's see what we're at now. Come on, if this works, we're laughing. Come on. Red, good. Round is, yes. Okay, it's going higher. It was at 504. I always want to do it maybe 507, maybe 510, because again, the load on the board. Let me go a little more. That ringing is the monitor. I don't know if it's because it hasn't been on forever, because that's the first time I've turned it on in 8 years. So I don't know if that's normal. Anyways, who cares for now. Voltage, so +5. Ground. Yes, 5.07. Okay, that's great news. Let me slowly get out of here. That's great news. Okay, I am now going to, that's really good news, thank God. So now I'm going to turn the game off. So again, you never want to put it on when the game's on. And then I'm going to plug that edge connector that I took off. Can you guys see that? Yep. And let's see if it works. So before I turn on the Mortal Kombat, I remembered, I'm like, I have the manuals. I'm like, why don't I just go see and check online? It's kind of cool. A good collection of them. We'll see these another time. I found the Killer Instinct 1 and 2, so we will work on those in a bit. So I did read here in the manual that, you know, it does need the +5, which is very common. More importantly, I wanted to check the pins, because this game's always have a bit of an issue with the wiring. So I didn't want to make sure it's shorted, because I think that's what happened on set. So I was going online, making sure and just double checking, because these games are now becoming very expensive, and also I just don't want to blow anything. So now that we know a bit of the voltages and making sure everything's in order, I have plugged in right there the harness, you know, the edge connector to the PCB nice and snug. So now that we were reading 5.07 on the power supply, that should give enough load, because usually 5 is for the board, and then obviously the load to have just a bit more. If it works, this could be big. So let's see if that was the issue. And let's turn it on for the first time in 8 years. This is, by the way, my least favorite part of this hobby is the unknown. 3, 2. Okay. So far, neck glow, good news. Nothing smoking. Green light on. There's power. I do not hear the PCB. Oh, please tell me this works. Yes! 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 Yes, that's what it was. Are you kidding? It was just turning the power supply up. Tell me I got lucky. Just tell me I got lucky. Wait. Now, before I press start, quick thing. This, remember I was saying it was having issues with the wiring. I used to play it on set and it would turn off, so I'm going to kind of test it. before we call it a success. PCB works. Sound works. Good. The volume's perfect. Monitor is just okay. Now, yeah, because I would do this and it would just turn off. Yeah, you see? There it is. You see that? The red's gone. Now the red's back. Yeah. Yeah, so something is loose. You see, look. And then back to red. So something is loose on the monitor or the PCB edge connector, but this is working. But I just have to work on the monitor. Okay, interesting. But you know what? It's working. This is great news. It's great news. So it means that something is either loose there and the red gone, or there's a cold solder joint maybe on the neck board, which maybe needs like resoldering and maybe work. But it doesn't matter as long as it works and it's not turning off. So be it. That's amazing news. Okay, let me put this back. Okay, so I pulled out Killer Instinct and Killer Instinct 2. Mortal Kombat there in that corner is working great. No jinxing there. I've opened the control panels up so I can get to the controls and such, and also the coin doors. Let me show you the back of each cab. First, we're going to start though with Killer Instinct, the original. So this looks very similar to the Mortal Kombat, less that trap door. These cabinets did not have them from Mortal Kombat 2 to 4, and also Killer Instinct and War Gods and so on and so on. So those Midway games. The edge connector looks beautifully attached. I'm going to unplug that like I did the other. It has this type of power supply, which is good. I've actually forgotten. I thought it was the old, like the computer style, like I'll show you in Killer Instinct 2 in a sec. And we're going to test the voltages. We're used to it. Let's see if +5 is present. If it is, we're going to make sure everything's plugged in nice. And we'll see if this one works and get lucky like the others where it's just a power supply. Let's get to it. Okay, so I've turned the monitor on without the edge connectors. So just to test the voltages. So back at it, we're going to put the ground or black on this terminal. And this game has the +5 higher. So just look for +5. They're all different. So ground, that, what are we at? Ooh, we're high, 5.29. Okay, no. So we're going to turn that down. I want to try to be at like 5.05 or 7. Ground there. Nope, almost getting there. A little lower. Okay, ground and that. Still a little high. Okay. Ground and red. I'm gonna go a little higher. Little nudge there. There we go. 5.06. So now I'm going to plug the BCB in. And I'm going to, here, let me show you. I'm going to plug that edge connector in. Oh, by the way, this is the original hard drive that comes with Killer Instinct. To mention, this board has been updated to the flash drive, which is way faster and there's no loading. But last time I checked, that does work. We'll do that in another video. Let's see if we can get this one going too. Let's do it. Okay. So everything is edge connector's been plugged in. I plugged the game. Let's turn it on. Here we go. 7 years. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, loud bong means that there is power. Monitor I can hear. Power supply on. Let's go to the front. Yes! Yes! There it is! Killer Instinct working. It was the power supply. That one as well. Oh, that's amazing. Wait. Let's see if it... Oh, those are a coin?
Killer instinct.
Yes. Oh, how's this? There we go. There we go. Okay. Killer instinct working. Oh, that's amazing. So, got so lucky. Okay. This is amazing news. Okay, let me button this up. I'm going to push it back and let's try Killer Instinct 2. Yes! 2 for 2. Okay, so this is the back of the Killer Instinct 2 cab. Almost identical to the one, obviously number 1. I'll show you the PCB quick. This one I also have the flash drive as well, right there. But the original hard drive, which again, last time I checked worked, but that was many years ago. If you're curious, this is a remote control board from there for the monitor adjustment. There was a crack in the solder and I got a replacement online many years ago. This is the computer power type power supply from Suzo. I got this years ago as well. I'm gonna check the power as I did the other one, but this one's a bit different because it's a computer type power supply. I'll just put the prong in the black and then look for plus 5 volt. So let's see what it's going to be and we can get the 5 rating and then hopefully get Killer Instinct 2 working. But of course, I'm going to take off the edge connector first so no power spikes and blows the board because God, these are very expensive. I'll be back. Okay, so power to the game is on. Edge connector has been removed. Here is what would plug into the other harness. And here's how you would do these ones. So see how there's the block wire? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the black is in the middle. So I'm going to use that as ground. All right. Okay, and I'm going to leave it in there. So just nicely, and then you're going to, so that's going to be negative, it won't fall out. Then let's start to test them. What is that? 5.38. 5.38. 5.38. 5.10. 11. And then 11, because there's usually a plus 12 as well, or a 12. Okay, so it looks like it needs to be turned down a bit. The only thing is I don't know the output to what is what, but it seems not to be too bad. I'm going to take it down slightly. Oh, that's up. I'm going to down slightly. Let's see what we get. Okay. 5 point, okay. All right. 5. Perfect. Okay. So it seems that the 5 is around exactly where I want it because I'm going to add load. So it's around 5.08 or 5.10, which is nice. So let's do it. Let's plug in, turn the game off, plug in the edge connector again, turn it on and hope for the best. It could have been just a power supply all this time. Oh, let's hope. 2. Okay, here we go. I'm turning this on for again 8 years, 7 years. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! What is that? 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 That's not normal. Well, we got picture and marquee. I don't know why it was bonging like that. I have to go, you know what? I have the manual. Does this work? Okay, good news, I have picture. Oh, let's coin up. No, it should say Killer Instinct. No. Let's go to test. So test here, and then we can turn it up and down. No, there's no sound. That should be loud as hell. Okay. So prior to this, oh, I didn't show you the Killer Instinct one. I had it open, but I didn't need it. We got lucky. I was looking in the manual. This is a Killer Instinct 2 manual. And I was looking at what's going on. No sound. Check speaker and the connection to L and 10. Check volume setting. Check for 12. Now, it was lower. Remember, it was like 11 and change. I'm going to turn it up a bit. I'm going to turn it up and see if it works better. And then I'll see if the connectors are all in line. So I'll be back and hopefully we get lucky and we just turn it up. And that's the problem. Okay, so I've been reading online, and I think I know what's up. Let me turn this off, and I want to hear how many, because it's something to do with the RAM, something on the board. And ironically enough, in my part stuff, I found a Killer Instinct 2 like chip, and I didn't know what was there. Anyways, so I'm curious. Nine bongs. Okay, so we're going to enter the test menu. I was reading online and on the manual. So we're going to go to diagnostics. I just pressed this button if you're not aware. And then we got into here. And then now I'm going to this. Let's go to soundboard. General sound. Play sample. Nope, nothing. General sound test. Nine. So 9 tones means bad U36. Interesting. Well, the good news is I think we know what now is up. Okay. I'll be back. I'm going to test and see if we can get this working now that we know what's up. Bad U36. Okay. So I pulled out, I got the manual, and a good thing I was reading it because it showed me exactly where U36 was. I went on the board and carefully took out the chip. As you can see, U36 provides music and speech. So this seems to be the issue. I'm going to use a little sanding paper and polish. I know there's better methods, but again, I don't have my full tools. I do want to get more, but until then, I'm going to use some sandpaper to clean this. And then close and clean the contacts. And then also this, I know that's kind of yes and no. Some people say don't. I've used it and it's worked before. So I'm going to try it again. Let it dry nicely. So I'm going to scrape that, polish it, put it back in and see if we got speech. If not, I may have to just go online and order this. Or again, I had one somewhere. I don't know if it's the same one. We'll check. Let's hope. So I've put back the chip. I've cleaned it. I've plugged everything back in. Let's see what happens. Well, it's not dinging. Good news. It's quite not. You know, I should put it on free play, but no, it's just a Killer Instinct. Shit. Okay, nothing. Let's check. Diagnostic soundboard. Something's trying to play. Back to menu. Oh, here we go. So there's no more. So U38 was not bad. I just had to plug it in. One tone is okay. 0 is check hardware. So we did not hear a tone. Check hardware usually means hard drive, or I guess flash card. Maybe I didn't plug it in. Let me play around this and see if maybe I can just clean the edges and get a better contact. We're getting there. Something's better. So I was doing some testing, and it turns out that Gal's Panic, good old Gal's Panic, my test board, is actually working in this game. And though it's resetting, that's common.
Come on.
But it is working. So good old trusty Gal's Panic. This is a JAMA. It's a JAMA board, so it reads. And yeah, so it's the something on the board is doing it. Something on the board. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I might come back to it because I've been on this for hours. These are all sound chips. I'm gonna literally do what I did to the U. Where is it here? I'm gonna do what I did to this one, and just in the U36, and take them all out, clean them, and try them. I don't know. I've taken that out. Is that normal? That's not there. I'm going to go to my Killer Instinct 1 and see if it is or not. Because there's a pin there missing and it's playing all weird. Taking this out. So I'll come back. So something is up with the board. It is not with the speakers because it's working here. Okay, good to know. So it's been a few weeks and I just couldn't get the Killer Instinct 2 board working. So I went on eBay and I ordered a new Eprom set, and with also the flash with the new version. It was the same guy that did them. So I might as well got them all. It was a few extra bucks, but it was worth it to make sure everything was the same. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to slowly and carefully remove all of these, and then also this, and then also that. So I have everything here. I'm going to come back before plugging it in, show you how everything's lined up, turn it on and see if it fixed it. Okay, so it took around 20 minutes. I just took my time. I cleaned some of the sockets as well. So there they are there, labeled KI2 with a logo. And then there's that. Again, that's the original hard drive that still works. So I've connected it to the edge connector. I've plugged in the kick harness. I've done everything. Here we go. Please tell me it worked. Let me turn this light off. Okay, here we go. 3, 2. Okay, nothing on the monitor. Yes! Good news. One bong means it's good, I think. Come on. I see picture. Is there sound? Please be sound. Here we go. Ah, shit. Oh, is it not coined up? Okay, one sec. Come on. You should hear Killer Instinct when I hit this.
Killer Instinct.
Yes! Oh, it's so loud! It's so loud! Wait! Oh, that's loud. I'm gonna play it loud just because tomorrow, later.
Killer Instinct.
Does it work? We got it! Yes! One-handed here. Now, these controls kind of suck, but anyways, we got it. That was it. I need a new Eprom. Okay, I'm going to turn everything on. So I've just turned on all the games in this row. Unfortunately, RoboWar is still down. We're going to be looking at that shortly, as we will Super Sprint, which is also down, and Third Strike, the only 3 remaining in the basement. As you can see, the other games now are working, which I'm super stoked. Look at that. Looks great. Again, the TV on. I'll show you the other room here. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And the pins. Whew, what a great video, man. I really couldn't, I can't believe I got them working pretty pretty minor. I mean, Killer Instinct 2 had me a bit worried because they're expensive boards, but with the Eproms, they work beautifully. I can show you where I got them on eBay. It's like with Canadian money and everything in, it was like 150 bucks. Well worth it to sleep easy, and I definitely will today. Plus, I kind of want to play. I haven't played these games forever. So I will see you in part 6, and I'm going to see what we can get working. I was looking at getting the fireplace working as well. I don't know why. Something's up with the pilot light or the pilot or whatnot. We're going to see. But that's pretty much it. It's really coming together. We're close, man. 3 more games, and Top Tier downstairs is up and running. Plus, I have the 2 in the garage, but we're not going to get to those until the spring. We'll leave them for now. But it has been such a pleasure. If you haven't had a chance, please subscribe. As you can see, the progression is outstanding. I'm ecstatic. And man, I can't wait to really get this going because I want to rearrange a few things and start cleaning up the games and taking off these temporary blankets so they don't scratch the floor. Let me know if you need anything. I'm trying my best to help you. Like, share. If you're a fan of these games, please share them with your friends, and I would be happy to hear any feedback. God, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so very much for checking out Top Tier. I am so happy. All the very best, and take care. Peace.